Set up against the crossbar, and G2 still on the attack.
Well, and what a shot and save from Squishy, but Chicago with the cleanup and going to put the first goal on the board for G2.
Yep, nice little pop from Dries. Garrett had to come real far to get to that challenge, and he never lost it. Chicago's shot just made it real awkward to try to get a solid save.
JNAP's turned away, but they're just doing such a good job on defense with the back passes to keep that ball away from NRG and not giving them the chances. But Squishy, a little too quick on this one, ties it up.
They needed something quick because G2 were really locking them down on defense, and Squishy gets the benefit of a whiff on the corner and capitalizes with a tying goal for
Here we go in game number 1.
Woo, it's a tense one. Just got to clean on the kickoff. Garrett, couldn't get the touch, but Squishy comes in. Justin. With Chicago in front of the box, it's in. Squishy puts in the goal. NRG get the game 1 victory.
And a double commit here right in the box. Dries in Chicago. Dries just falls off the backboard. Unfortunate, but good cleanup there from Squishy, and NRG giving G2 no time in overtime to work.
That was a very methodical game. Back to Chicago. Justin has to wait on the back wall. He's been there all game. JNAP, pass in front to Dries. Shot on! Laser target! 1-0 G2!
G2's stubbornness pays off. They just refuse to go back on defense, keep this ball alive in the blue half, and the infield pass pays off. But Dries, a little sloppy pass there, stolen away by Justin. Garrett G up to Justin, and Justin finishes it. My goodness, they can do no wrong.
Justin's in the perfect spot for this. First gets the 50, steals the boost, steals the goal. Beautifully done. What a pass from Get the ball to his teammate. Dries is up. Well, the shot denied by Justin. Who else? He gets the pass to Squishy. Chicago stole it. The thief. G2 have stole the game, and they take game 2.
Run away with game 2 as Justin puts it towards mid to Squishy, and Chicago read it from a mile away, and G2 tied the series up.
Oh, NRG had a couple of really nice transitions down the field. They had space, they had a little bit of time, but
and I know that maybe they're not the biggest dark horse because they've always done so well, but I think they can really shake things up. But Garrett G gonna stop me in my tracks because they get a quick one here in game number 3.
Yeah, Dries tried to get to that ball and couldn't make the touch. Garrett was ready to punish him for it. And then JNAPs. Back over to Dries, a demo to open it up. Garrett got smoked, and here comes JNAPs. He puts it in. G2 tie it up.
Worst case scenario for Garrett G here, sitting on the goal line, smoke screen, and the ball just squeezes its way through. And JNAPs, easiest shot of the...
Dries pops it up. He really is looking good today. Chicago.
He's looking on forward.
Ooh, how about Chicago?
He's been looking great. He got the first goal of the day for G2, and he gets this one. And what a read off that side wall, and then the redirect to be able to put it upper 90. Normally, we're used to seeing G2 push all 3 members forward, and they would just get punished with those long clears over their head. But not right now. It's not happening. But Garrett G finding far post, and what a pass from Squishy.
Look at G2 on defense here. Like both defenders try to cover the right options. JNAP's covering low, Chicago's covering high, and Garrett's like, okay, but the right side's open.
Blue half.
And JNAP sitting with no boost in midfield, just hoping he can get a solid touch for his team. That's productive. G2 push forward, but those clears are quick coming for NRG. He missed again! The corners are just destroying G2. That's their 3rd whiff onto the corner. This time it's Chicago. He couldn't grab it. And NRG in a capital punishment.
And every single time it seems to be Squishy there, waiting patiently just to make the tightest angle shot on target. And NRG, and what you forgot with that statement is using as much boost as they have, because by Garrett G, absolutely filthy to get the defender off the goal line.
Brutality from Garrett. Boxes Dries out. No, sir, no save. And he gets the goal on top of it. You love. Usually been the one to break him up. Squishy as well. Up high. JNAPs. No touch for his teammate. Justin's downfield.
No
puts
way.
it in. Justin waited, carried it in for NRG.
Oh, what a passing play. Takes 2 seconds from them to go to defense, down to offense, putting a shot.
Dries off the backboard. No chance for him. J-Naps pops this one up high. Double tap. J-Naps does it. Knapsack puts G2 on the board.
Knapsack with the nasty placement here as well goes up. And if you're Garrett G, you're thinking he's trying to go right upper 90, but he goes far.
Need to protect the rock. Chicago keeps it slow. Chicago, the flick. Oh, it's off the post, and he's there. 0 seconds. Drees ties it up. G2.
Drees keeping the dream alive. Chicago denied by the post, but somehow the ball floats in mid-air.
Ceiling has the 50 in front of the box, and Justin gets the clear downfield. Squishy up quick, but Drees cuts him off. And G2 back on offense again. J-Naps caught them all out. G2 on top again.
Oh my goodness. I think, what did NRG do here? Garrett G thought that Drees was going for the double tap, and in comes J-Naps to rifle that one on target, and G2 steal away game number 4.
Garrett still might have made that save if that shot was a little create space. He's been trying to make those flashy plays, but G2, for the most part, rock solid, and still it does not stop. J-Naps forces the 50 to Chicago, who puts it in.
Yeah, just look at his placement right here. He's just waiting, just sitting in the box waiting, just in case that ball pinches out to the...
That's tough for NRG to stay on the orange half. They get that ball downfield. The transition looks good. The flip reset looks good. And Justin puts NRG on his back for an NRG goal.
Oh, watch Drees here. He says, okay, I'm going to cheat up when this ball drops. Oh, you did me. You did me dirty like that. Oh, Justin.
Justin's in the air. The shot just off the post. Squishy turns back around. Another shot taken away by Chicago. Garrett, pass over to Justin. Justin in front of Garrett. Garrett's in. NRG on top. 3-2 in the set.
Oh, and it's off of a 1-2-1 passing play. Justin back to Garrett. What a read, and he gets over Chicago. The defenders just looking silly, stuck on their wheels, and NRG, series point.
Like the ticking of a clock, so too do NRG. And Garrett's no nonsense right now. He is rolling around as much as he can. But here's a double demo and almost a goal. Actually, it is a goal. What? Chicago gets the bounce and he gets the goal.
How does this happen? Demos everywhere. And you think, all right, that's out. But just such a favorable bounce. And somehow Drees able to...
Garrett has to sit back. And he's given the ball again. Squishy on the catch on the midfield line. Squishy
Justin's
over
up.
to Justin.
Oh,
he's there!
gosh.
Mid-air passing play from NRG, tying the game.
Just unselfish play all around from NRG. And if you blink, you miss it because Justin was in the air and it over J-Naps, but Chicago, last line of defense. Garrett G keeping things alive. Dangerous ball, top of the box. Justin gonna finish it off, and NRG march on.
NRG come up big time. No game 7. Garrett, the 50 monster. He might have spent the entire regulation period under 100 points, but he has a pretty 213 sitting at the bottom of the scoreboard now after that 50. NRG, what a